arrested on Friday. Family was there yesterday trying just to seek audience with her, can't access her, her lawyers can't access her, and you're seeing all this reaction. When you see that, what do you think? What comes to mind?
Well, of course, it bothers me. To be honest, like I mentioned to you before we came live on studio, this is a story that I just saw snippets of it online. I was out of Nairobi from Friday, I think Thursday evening actually. And for us, when you're up country, it's a mad world out there. There's 1,001 things to do, people to meet and do this. So occasionally you get to see what's happening out of the circle of where you're in. You have meetings here and there. So I saw the story a bit that there's an activist who's been arrested, they've been taken somewhere, and I didn't follow until this morning when I was seated in your lounge. I watched what you guys were saying, that yesterday the family tried to access her and they couldn't. Her advocates also were denied access, which is pretty much not a good thing. I'm struggling to find the right word, not to say extremely bad things on a holiday morning, but it's not what we envision of a country. The thing that troubled me more, though, is the reason why she's been arrested, or what is being reported as the reason for her arrest. Then I thought, when seated there, then that probably I could be the reason for her arrest. Why? I reflected back to the motion that we moved in the Senate immediately after the Gen Z protest. And part of the recommendations that we made is that Parliament needs to come up with ways of receiving public feedback beyond the traditional means. Many of these young people, they don't send their feedback to emails and the traditional way of sending feedback like we did, and we said perhaps they feel not included in the conversation because the channel that we use to receive feedback from citizens, they consider it to be either outdated or it's not their way of life. If you ask many of young people, even myself, I don't send emails that much, and I'm not even a younger person. Even my generation, you click on WhatsApp and you wish to communicate in an easier way. And that's part of the recommendation that we had made and said, when there are topical issues, things that concern the entire nation, we should find ways in which you receive feedback more easily. Of course, Parliament, being a public entity, sometimes some of these changes take time to infuse into the system. And what I'm reading and what I hear you guys saying is that he had actually made a platform for doing this. Of course, it's being said, oh, it's for rejecting or doing whatever. It's feedback anyway, whatever might be, either those who agree and those who don't agree, because that's in essence what public participation is about. There are things that once Treasury gives us a proposal as a National Assembly, we all share our feedback, and there are many things which we have to find ways. There are things which they continue to insist on, which many people reject, including those of us that were considered that you're pro the administration. There is a particular clause, for example, that I know of that have knocked off finance bill the last 3 years, you know, and I don't get the insistence, and it's particular to a specific lot of farmers, which is cane farmers, part of the people that I represent. They insist on removing transportation of cane from exempt to zero rated. And that will mean that it will be additional cost, because I can tell you the millers will not pass over the benefits to the farmers. And I don't understand why not tea, why not coffee. It's just cane farmers. So there has to be a proper way of feedbacking the system. And I thought what she had done was brilliant, unless there's something else that you're not being told.
Unless there's something we're missing.